beautiful being, and welcome back to another episode of the Healing Together podcast. I am so grateful that you are here with me in this day, whether you are listening to the audio or watching me on YouTube. I am so grateful for your presence. And I actually just woke up from a nap and I am feeling so good. Lately, I've been napping midday and it's been amazing, which is what I want to discuss with you guys, or within that realm of rest. And I think it's so important to discuss this right now, especially with this soft era. I don't even want to call it a trend, but unfortunately, TikTok and social media makes everything seem so trendy, but it is real, especially for Black and brown women right now. We are entering into a space of ease and gentleness and softness. And I, for one, am so here for it because that is how I envision my life. And it is how I know we are supposed to live. So I have been leaning more into that space for myself. It's been easy for me because I am pregnant. I am 38 weeks pregnant on Friday. So this third trimester has pretty much forced me into this space of ease. Forced really isn't the right word, but I think you guys understand what I'm saying. I must rest. My body is going through so many changes and preparing for birth. And when rest comes of me, when I feel tired, I have no other choice but to lie down at this point. So I'm extremely grateful for that, and even more grateful that I've been listening and honoring this space of ease and rest, because I know a lot of people, especially Black and brown women, are not able to, or feel like they're not able to, because of their circumstances. And I've been seeing a lot of moms in particular talk about this on social media. I actually came across a TikTok video the other day, or actually it may have even been this morning, where a mom was just venting about her experience as a new mom, and how everything is sort of put on her. Like, she has to do household tasks, she has to take care of herself, she has to take care of baby. And what stood out to me was, she said, I have to do this. And I feel as though a lot of us feel like we have to do it. And I understand our circumstances make us feel that way. And it may be true for a lot of us, but saying that is affirming it. And when we affirm something like that out into the universe will continue to provide us with the experience that affirms that. So one, I think it's extremely important to start adjusting how we speak and the language and communication that we're using when it comes to ease and gentleness and flow. There are a lot of single mothers out there. Every mother that I know is a single mother. My friend Zoe always says, even the mothers who I know that are within support, that have a partner, that are married, are still single mothers, because there is a very unique role and responsibility that mothers play in their children's lives and in the lives of others. As a woman in general, we are nurturers. So many of us are mothers, even if we haven't bared children in our womb. And with mothering and being a mother and being that provider and that nurturer comes a lot of responsibility that we put on ourselves. And it comes a lot of stress and worry that, again, we put on ourselves and that society puts on us as well. So when you have been conditioned in that space of being the provider, of doing it all yourself, of feeling like you have to do it, it's extremely difficult flowing from that space into a space of ease and softness, especially because the word lazy is one that we say quite often when it comes to rest and ease and softness. I know for one, when I can think about my childhood, when I came home from school and was exhausted and wanted to take a nap, immediately I was, called lazy, or it was seen as lazy to nap in the middle of the day because there's always something to do and yada, 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 yada. Right? So it's been conditioned in us for a very long time. And it's frustrating because, again, we feel like we don't deserve the alternative lifestyle. Why don't we feel like we deserve that? Why is it that we feel like we have to do everything? Why don't we see the alternative? Why are we only focusing our energy on and affirming ourselves in the space of this hyper independent version of ourselves? I don't want to be that anymore. I want to be soft and gentle. I want to be able to ask for help and it not be seen as me being lazy or me being a princess or me asking for too much. I need help. And that's okay. That doesn't make me weak. That doesn't make me lazy. That doesn't make me feel like I'm better than. It's just a fact. I need help. And I feel like I'm not too good to ask for that help. What's the point of me living this existence, especially with about to bring a child into this world and doing it alone or feeling like I am alone? There's no point in that. That's why we have community. That's why we have family. It's for help. It's for support. And we should be able to feel comfortable and confident in asking for help and leaning on those that we love when we need it most. So I want to read you guys a journal entry that I wrote for myself as I'm reflecting a lot on postpartum me and what that will look like. I find myself feeling a bit nervous, communicating what I feel like I want and need from my family, or I guess the request that I have for my postpartum journey with my family, because the women in my family are so independent that I feel like I will be met with this energy of I'm asking for too much or I'm being like this princess. And it's just an interesting space to navigate. So I just wanted to read this to you guys and see if it resonates with anyone else. It's kind of long, so I'll try and keep it rather short or just read the aspects of it that really resonate with me. So I'm learning more and more about what it means and feels like to be in the feminine, to be in the soft era. Black women have been taught to be hyper independent and hyper driven and hardworking. Unfortunately, it is the way this society is designed. Literally. This society is designed to make Black women feel like they have to do the absolute most for the bare minimum. No more of that. However, it is not the way of life, and that is important to remember. It's so easy to get consumed by the social reality we are born into, this very structured way of existing, but remembering our true nature and the truth of how we are meant to exist in this world, we can find our peace and softness again. This society feeds on worry, stress, and greed. By consciously choosing to not participate in these energies, we welcome in more freedom for life to unfold on our behalf and for our highest good without constraint or restriction. Imagine what life would be and feel like if we truly believed and trusted that life itself, that the universe, is always conspiring for our highest good. That even when we feel or think things are bad, we remember that truly there is no such thing as good or bad. What if we let go of this idea that there is more or better out there and just simply accepted this moment as enough? What if we let go of our attachments to everything? The things, the people, ideas, thoughts, beliefs, even ourselves, and just allowed everything to be as it is meant to be? What if freedom looks like not caring about anything in the most beautiful and respectful way? Not caring from a place of ego, but from a place of acceptance. That is what it feels like to embrace this feminine flow and this soft era. And I am here for it all. I welcome it into my life now. Ashe. So yeah, I just want this to be an invitation, I guess. An invitation for us all to start thinking about what it means to rest, literally rest in softness and rest in ease and gentleness. What would our lives look like if we decided, hey, life actually doesn't have to be this difficult thing where I'm always working overtime and exerting all of my energy all the freaking time and feeling alone in the task and responsibilities that I have to do. What would it feel like to live a life of ease and softness where I have the support and the help that I need, where I don't feel like I have to be hyper independent, where I feel comfortable and confident asking for help? What would that look like? How would we feel throughout our day? A lot of the stress and worry that I believe comes with motherhood comes from this subconscious belief that we have to do it ourselves. I believe that right now, with all that's going on with our judicial system and just in the world in general right now, it's so important for mothers to truly get the love and support that they need and the respect that they need. This world doesn't respect mothers. Although we are doing something completely transformative and the most important primal aspect of this existence, if we want human society to continue on, if we want humans to continue to exist, being a mother is the most important job that one can ever have in this lifetime. And it's not respected at all. Mothers are not respected in the way that they should be. That's why a lot of mothers feel like they're alone, feel like they have to do it themselves, because they are. Because again, the society and people don't respect mothers. So I say all this to say, unfortunately, we can't control the outside world. We all know that. But what we can control is how we affirm our experience. So shifting our language and how we communicate from saying, I have to do it. You know, I'm a mom, so I have to do it myself. Or whatever that language looks like for you. I'm pretty sure as I'm saying this, it's popping up for you in however way you normally say it. And you may have some rejection to what I'm saying, because again, I understand that there are circumstances in our lives that are real and that continue to perpetuate that experience of having to do it yourself. I get it. But again, if we are affirming something different for ourselves, it can and will come. So just start by affirming yourself in deserving help. Affirm yourself in deserving and being worthy of an afternoon rest. Affirm yourself of being worthy and deserving of softness and ease in your daily life. And try incorporating some very small habits that also affirm that lifestyle that you want. So possibly it's going for a morning walk, or it's being present when you're making a cup of tea, or it's taking an afternoon nap, midday nap, if you have the time to do so. Or it's just not feeling like you have to rush. I know for me, there have been many times where I am anticipating like being late for something. Even though I'm not really late yet, I'm anticipating being late. So I'm rushing already. And sometimes I catch myself and I'm like, just breathe, relax. It's not that serious. You'll get there when you get there. It's okay. So something as simple as just breathing through your morning routine before you head out to work. Just find more ease in your daily life, in your breathing, and how you communicate. When you're communicating with someone, be fully present with them. Don't anticipate, again, what's to come in the conversation or what you have to do next. Everything is going to flow as it's meant to. When we release control and just allow things to just flow and be, that is the state of ease and gentleness and softness that we find ourselves in. And when we're in that state, when we're in that space, we are welcoming in more of that. And that's how we're supposed to exist. That is how we're supposed to live. It's not always about being on this go, 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 seeking the next project or the next money train that you can catch. It's just ease and flow. That is how we are meant to live. And maybe that resonates with some and maybe it doesn't. That's also okay. Everyone's experience in this lifetime is going to be different. But if you feel me here, then you are meant to be in this space right now. You understand what I'm saying. And you want to welcome in that life of ease. I'm with you. So communicate what you want. Affirm what you want. And yes, the alternative thoughts and ideas and beliefs are going to show up. But when they do, ground yourself in knowing that you deserve the softness, that you deserve the ease. I saw a TikTok today that just made me feel so good. The young lady said, I deserve this space of softness, this soft era, because I know that the many women that lived before me, all of my ancestors, also live within this body. So if I'm not going to do it for me, I'm going to do it for them because they deserve it. And that grounded me even more in this space because it's extremely true. Our ancestors did not have the luxury of softness and gentleness that we have. Even if, again, we feel like we don't have it, just think about that. We do have access to a lot more than we take credit for. So if you don't do it for yourself, if you can't feel that worthiness within yourself, think about the many, many, many ancestors that did not have this luxury of taking a midday nap, of going for an evening walk or a morning walk, of asking for help. So if you're a mother or not, this still relates to you. So I invite you to practice more softness, ease, and gentleness in your life this week, whatever that may look like for you. I will leave you all with this week's affirmation, which is from my book, Dear Self. So let's take a deep breath together. This week's affirmation is, my season of hurting is ending, and my season of healing is beginning. That is literally the perfect affirmation for this week. Please be sure to take it with you, write it down on a sticky note, do whatever you feel called to do with that, and allow it to carry you into your space of ease, gentleness, and softness. I'm sending you so much love, and I look forward to meeting you back here next week for another intimate conversation. Peace, family.